Okay. So hi everyone. Happy coffee chat. It's good to see you all. It's feel like it's been forever since I've been able to come on here and do this. Carly's got an appointment with one of her kiddos. So you get me today. And there's just a couple things that I wanted to chat about. So this might be short. It might not be, we might get some time back, but remember kind of the same as oh, hang on a second. Okay. If you have something that you want, if you want to shout someone out, if you have something you want to say, just remember like do their little raise hand thing, so that we can get to you. And I know that you want to say something because we're going to save time for that. But I wanted to start with a little bit of recognition because we're growing as a team here and it's very exciting. The speed at which we're growing and just seeing all of, I don't know, all the fruits of the work that we do and to be celebrated for it. So if you didn't get a chance yesterday to watch the recording from Aspen, where she does all of the shout outs, go back and do that. Screenshot yourself in a club recognition or in a rank recognition or whatever it was for you last month and share it, right? We want to make sure that we are shouting loud and proud that we are Bravenly and we're having success here. And what we're doing is helping and inspiring other people to be their best. So there's that, but let me share real quick. And present. So I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but Carly has created in our Legacy Alliance chat our own top 10, right? So we have the top 10 for corporate, and now we have one for us. And I just think this is really special so we can recognize within the Legacy Alliance who's on the leaderboard. So I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who's on here and tell you congratulations. And what this means is lives change. Like whenever I see people walking the stage or rank ups being put up somewhere, or like this here, this crew of 10 people here, I don't just see individuals, I see hundreds of lives changed because the reason why they're here is they've been introducing Bravenly to other people. They're using the products and they're experiencing what we are. And I just think that's phenomenal. So round of applause to everybody on the list. And so I just wanted to put that out there because I think you guys deserve a shout out. Okay. So I wanted to do just like a quick little training, and it was inspired by a call I had last night with one of the girls on my team. And, it was one of those moments where I wish I had had like a recording thing going as I was saying it, because it was just like magic that flew out of my mouth. And I was like, dang, that was good. Let me see if I can like say that again tomorrow. But I think what happens in this industry is that we get to a point where we feel stuck, or we feel like we can't do this anymore, or we've just heard too many no's and it's starting to affect us, right? That it becomes a no that sits on our heart versus a no that bounces off of us and belongs back out with the person because it's really just not their season, right? And this has been a long road for me to get there, to understand like it's not personal. It's not about me, it's where they are. And the one thing I attribute to being able to just accept the no's and kind of let them roll off, or when I get stuck and I feel like, oh my gosh, like this is too hard, I can't do it, it's resilience. I think that resilience is the magic in this business. That is the secret sauce, if there was one. That is the like magical key ingredient. I feel like if we can all build resilience, and it's a skill, you guys, which is what's fantastic about this, is that you can grow this in yourself. You can become more resilient in time and over time. And the beauty about network marketing is that it gives us the perfect opportunity to practice this, because every day we get up and we do our income producing activities, which involves reaching out to people. And every day, put a 1 in the chat if you've already got a no today from someone, or a not now from someone, or I just no for me. I'm pretty sure the chat's gonna blow up, because if you're doing the activities to grow your business, you are going to get the no's. It is a natural part of this. So building this resilience, which definition is, it's the process and outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, behavioral flexibility and adjustment to external and internal demands. This is what we do, you guys. We are like resilient makers. We're like, we should be resilient experts, right? Because it's really going to be what helps you move your business forward. When we can operate from a place of removing the you, like the us, right, from the process, you will grow this resilience and you will be able to withstand the no's or withstand the objections or withstand the challenges that we face in this business. Because ultimately, this is like we've heard before, this is a personal development with a comp plan business. You don't get this when you go work at a 9-to-5 job. You might get some training, but like really, this is the business where you're going to grow. And so how do we do that? Well, there are 7 different skills to build your resiliency. There's competence, confidence, connection, character, coping, and I can't see the last one on my screen. What does it say? Somebody tell me. There is contribution. Okay, thank you. So, how do you do these things, right? Specifically when it comes to network marketing and specifically when it comes to our business, you grow your competence for the business the longer you're in it, right? So you don't need to know everything up at the beginning. You don't need to know it all up front. That's something you will learn over time.
In the there so I can hear you.
Oh, hang on. Let me mute. I don't know who that is. Hang on. Okay. You grow that in time, right? I've been here since August and I still don't know everything, right? But every day I build my competence to know that like, I'm going to be able to, at least if I don't know what I need to know, I know who to ask, right? So that's how you build that connection. We're doing that right now. Staying connected, staying close to the fire, as they say. Really diving into all of the trainings that are available to you. If you have like a skill set that you're not great at, like maybe you're not so good at closing, get a podcast about how to close, right? Take that step and create that connection with the resource to help you do that, right? Coping, reach out to a friend, you guys. Like the phone call I got last night, this business is more about the paycheck. It's more about the brand partners we bring in. It's more about the products that you sell. It's about the connections that we create and we develop with people. And that's how we cope. We're all going to have, like, you're going to find some of your best friends in this group. Like put a 2 in the chat if you've already like made connections with multiple people in here and are excited to like keep growing those, right? Some of my best friends are from network marketing and on this call right now. And it wouldn't have happened if we didn't do this. So the connection piece is great to help you cope. Confidence, you guys, it's posture. If you don't have it, borrow it. I borrowed mine for a long time. I started this business 7 years ago and I was selling lipstick, you guys, in the beginning. And I was a postpartum mama to a 7-month-old. Like I had no business even wearing lipstick, like to wear the park, but it helped. Like putting on that lipstick gave me confidence to go out there and to sell the lipstick, right? It's so silly, but it's those little things that we can do that'll help grow our confidence. Like talk to more people. As you talk to more people, you're going to build your resilience there and you're going to build your confidence and you're going to become more competent. You see how these kind of all go together, right? And then character, like, who are you? Who are you? Like sit down with yourself and journal that one day. Like what are the skills that you really appreciate about yourself? And then take those skills and think about who that person is and reach out to those people. Right? Start having conversations with those people because they're most like you. So the likelihood of a yes is greater there than somebody who's maybe some big time influencer somewhere with 40,000, 100,000 followers. Like they're probably not even going to bat an eye at, you know what I mean? And then we can only control what we can control, you guys. The only thing we can control in this business is the amount of reach outs you do and the amount of people you're inviting. Like, you can't control what people are going to say or what people are going to do once you reach out, but you can control that activity of doing it, and you can control your reaction. Because just because someone says no, right, it doesn't mean that we did something wrong. It doesn't mean that like there's a problem with us. We can't control where they're at, right? We can't control what's happening on the other side of that conversation. And so the quicker we can understand that it's really about them, it's not about us, it removes this control we feel about needing to have like the yes all the time. And then the last one, of course, I moved it. What was it again? Contribution, right? Show up, contribute, like be involved, be close to the fire, like they say, like contribute in the chats, share in the chats. If you have something that came up for you after this call that you're like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear that, go and share it in one of the chats, because I guarantee you somebody else on this call felt the same way, or your comment is going to trigger something in someone else and they're going to grow and learn from that. So that is a big, big part of it. So anyways, this is, in a nutshell, how to build the resiliency in this business and how to be able to show up authentically and know that like, it's not you. That's the big thing with this. And this was a big talk. It's the big thing that I talked about at convention too. Like it's the long game, right? All you can do is show up every day. We know what we have here, you guys, right? Like we know we're holding like a pot of gold. We know that we have got like, this is like the best thing for anyone. It just has to be the right time for that person and the right season for them, right? And so maybe it might not be today, and that's fine. But like Glenn says, until somebody blocks you, what does he say? Blocks you, tells you don't reach out again or they die, like they're not a no. Okay, just move them, shift them to the other part of the process, right? But yeah, so resiliency, that's my word of the day. That's my little training of the day. Does anybody have any questions or comments or anything on that before I want to like move on and introduce some people, if that's okay? Don't be shy. You guys good? Okay, so I'm going to call a few people out here. They don't know I'm doing this. So I don't know if they're going to be available to be able to speak, but I'm going to ask anyways. So Alana, are you available to chat for a few minutes or a few moments? Let's see if she comes on. I see her here, but I don't know if she's got a baby, and so she might be nursing. Oh, there she is. Yay. Okay. So you guys, some of you actually, if you're in the Legends chat, you've seen that I brought in a team from Canada, and that's very exciting because, you know, we launched that last week. And so I wanted one of the girls to pop on here and just really briefly talk about, because she's done network marketing before, so she's not new to this, but I want her to tell you guys so you can hear from her. What is it that we shared with you that had you say, I have to be a part of this, that made you think I can't do what I was doing before? Like why Bravenly sounds like it's going to be the next like best fit for you. And she's amazing. She's a mama. She's got a lot of kids. How many kids do you have again? You'll tell us. Yeah, 3, and a little teeny tiny baby. And she's amazing. And so Alana, let me unmute you, or you have to unmute yourself. And I would just love you to share a little bit about, you know, what has you. Hi.
Hi. So, I mean, there's probably a few things that is interesting about it. For one, Crystal and I, who you guys will probably meet Crystal eventually, Crystal and I have been friends since we were teenagers. So we kind of like to stick together, and we've been, you know, we have tried a few things. What I think about this, well, my last company, I wasn't really making that much money, to be honest. I had a lot of volume, but it was trying to get it all lined up to get paid the proper ways. Like it was hard to really dive into the comp plan there for me. And I did one before that as well, which was the first company I ever did. And I'm still honestly making money from that company. I don't even do anything. It just kind of trickles in. And so I found that this company here, like Bravenly, is kind of a mixture of those comp plans. Like I want to say it, oh, you know what? My child's school is calling me. I will pop back on in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I gotta go answer this.
Okay,
I don't know what it means. I hate these calls.
I know nobody ever wants that call. Sarah, I just saw you come on. So while Alana is taking care of school stuff, Sarah has also joined us from Canada, and just excited to have her as well. She's not new to network marketing either, but I know that she heard some things that were different and made her wheels spin. So if you could share what it is that had you say yes, we would love to hear from you.
Hey, Sarah here. It's noisy here. I run a daycare from home and I have 4 children of my own. And no, I'm not new to network marketing, new to Bravenly, just fresh out of the enrollment site. But I was in the health and wellness industry for a while. And I think with me, my first network marketing in the health and wellness was very saturated. Although I did enroll a lot of people, I think just other people's people, they all knew about it, and a lot of people. So I really like the fact that with Bravenly, it's brand new here in Canada. And then previous to that, I was with these other girls in Q, and I joined Q for the business and for my friends. I don't think I did it for the right reason. So I knew if I was ever going to do this again, and I was really done with network marketing at that point, just because of some vibes I had from the previous company. What I found here at Bravenly, we got very, very lucky before I even made a decision to meet with Aspen, the CEO. And I got to really chat with a lot of people and ask a lot of the questions that I knew in my heart those checkboxes needed to be checked off because of everything I went through in the previous company, where I tried to stick with it for a year, but it just didn't flow right with me. And I knew that in my gut from the beginning. So when I came here, I had to make sure that this was products that I need in my life. I'm a busy mom. I run a daycare. I need the energy. I don't eat the healthiest because I'm always so busy. Today, I think for breakfast, I had an English muffin with peanut butter and banana. So delicious. But I just kind of needed something that can be my own because I work from home. So it's something to help me get motivated during the day, but also with a product that's going to provide me the energy, the health results that I'm looking for. And although I haven't tried the products yet, I have been creeping the pages a lot and seeing a lot of really good results, a lot of very positive folks. And it's just something that I want to be a part of. So yeah, that's kind of my story and where I'm hoping that this is going to be somewhere that's going to be a lot more comfortable for me to share and grow.
Yay. Thank you. We're excited you're here. Welcome.
Thank you so much. You've been such a great help for me too.
Oh, well, I just love you guys. This team, you guys will get to know them. They're really fun. And they're gonna do some big things up there. So that is very exciting. Okay. I have another person I would like to chat with on this call. She joined me kind of right at the beginning, and she hit a big core rank in the business just this last week and a half, right? The end of the month, last month. So Lisa Hartman hit the rank of director, which was really exciting. I was really excited for her to do that, but I want her to chat a little bit because she didn't come out of the gate running, right? It was a slow start for her, given a lot of outside circumstances. But I think it's been the best thing is watching her grow through it all, and for her building her resilience because she had to with what was happening outside of here. So if you could share with us maybe like 1 or 2 like key takeaways that have helped you with your resiliency and staying in it and like just being able to still show up all the time, that would be fantastic. And congratulations on director.
Yay. Thank you. No, I'm very much so for me, I am not the type A that probably 99.9% of you sitting on this call are. There's these type A personalities. They want it, you want it all, like you're driving for perfection. You're like, everything has to be like perfect. That is so not me. I'm such a type B. Like I can leave my cabinets open and walk away and they could stay open for 3 days and it wouldn't bother me. Like that kind of stuff, like just rubs right off my shoulders. But with people, it can be really different. So I never really set myself to timelines. I assume everything is a marathon, not a sprint. I'm not competing. I'm not a competitive person. So I'm not competing with anybody, honestly. I like to cheerlead. I'd rather cheerlead than compete. So, instead, I think what has really kind of helped me is resilience with people can be much more challenging. Like we can be resilient with situations, and we are every day. Like, look at Elena just got a phone call and she was like, okay, I have to hop off here. I'll get, like, how smoothly did that happen? That's resilience. But and she didn't freak out about it and nobody else freaked out about it. Like we handle those things, we let them roll off all day long. But with people, it can be really hard because it feels judgy. And social media is so judgy. And I think what I've started to do that has really helped me is honestly community. Because I have surrounded myself with other amazing people that I love, and I've learned, I didn't know them, but now they're like my best friends, and they're different than me, right? They have different personalities than me. They look at my posts and tell me, yeah, that wasn't a very good one. Do this instead next time. They say, maybe try this, because they think differently than I do. And I think that's really been the key, honestly. And then I can share, if I feel beat up about something, then I can share it with them and they're just like, well, that's silly. Don't feel beat up about that. And they can help me see and rationalize the light, because sometimes you just need to see it through somebody else's filter before you should take it personally. Because if you're feeling a little hurt, just take it to a friend, let them look at it. And usually it's just that initial, oh, somebody doesn't like me kind of feeling. and that's really not it at all. And I've learned that through just time.
Yeah. Thank you. You've been,
Yeah.
We love you, Lisa. So
I love this group. It's been, and I am not a particularly outgoing person, as many of you know and have learned about me, but I'm kind of one of those things. We're either strangers or we're best friends. I kind of have no in between. So if we're not best friends yet, all we have to do is talk and then we will be.
yeah. So I think she's saying her inbox is open, everyone.
Yes.
Everyone
Absolutely.
go message Lisa. Thank you. Okay, Alana, you're back. I don't know if you can chat. I saw you pop back on here. And I hope everything's okay at the school. Getting those school calls is like the worst. Nobody wants that call.
Everything is okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He fell and hurt himself, but he's going to stay at school. So that's okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he's a wild child. So that's why it's calm, because he's like always hurting himself. But I was just saying, like, the comp plan kind of combine here, it seems like. And so that to me is very interesting. Feels like I was better at working maybe the first one rather than the second one, I want to say. So the first company I was in Monet and the second one was in Q. And they're just very different comp plans, like very, very different. Like one builds deep and one builds wide. So that was very interesting to me. Like the comp plan, like I was going through it and I was like, okay, whoa, I need to like you really need, it's complicated, but I kind of like that. So like, that's okay for me. Also the fact that it's brand new in Canada is something that Crystal and I have she's always on like the hunt for that newer company. Also the fact that it has only 9 products is a perk to me. Like I like that. I find it gets really convoluted when it starts getting all over the place. And when you're just starting out, I find it's easier if you just have a few products. So I would say those 3 things were top up there for me. And it's just perfect timing to kind of jump back in. I have a 3-month-old and feeling more like myself and like, hey, what can I do?
Yay. Well, we're happy you're here. And
I'm happy
excited,
too. It's awesome.
excited for everybody to
been-
get to know you.
It's been great.
Yay. All right. We've got one more. Carmen, I see you're here too. Are you able? I know you love this, right? She's like, you've got to be kidding me right now. You're not going to make me do this, but I am, because this is how we grow. But Carmen, could you just share a little bit about you, and so we can get to know you a bit more, and just tell us maybe two things that you heard about Bravenly that made you say, I really want to do this. And you're muted. Oh, still muted. It's on the bottom. Right? If you're on your phone, is it on the bottom, you guys? I can never remember. Yeah, I think the bottom left. Oh no. Well, we'll have Carmen, she'll pop on another time and we'll have her share technical difficulties. It's totally fine. So I want to open it up. Does anybody have anyone they want to shout out, anything they want to say, anything fun, or any, like, I don't know, win that you've had recently that you want to share? Because I think that's important too. The clubs are great. We share those all the time, but we have all these little wins that happen in the middle. And I think sharing those also will help us learn how other people build resiliency and are able to do it, right? So feel free to shout yourself out too, if there was something that you did that was like extra cool. So anyone? Usually hands fly up here like crazy. I know someone's got to say something.
I'll just say, I wanted to go back. It doesn't really, when you said to shout out ourselves, let's take a screenshot of the graphic. How do you recommend doing that? Because I'm not very good about bragging on myself, to be honest with you. But I feel the same way. I want people from my previous project, I want other people, anybody, to see how much we're all winning over here. So I do want to do that. I just don't, should we just screenshot it? And then I don't even know. I can't get it.
I think that's a great question. It's very awkward to shout yourself out. It's almost like, oh, what are people going to think? But then at the same time, dude, you did something super cool, right? Like when there's mostly, sorry, Randy and Glenn, but we're mostly girls on here and Marcus. But like when we have a baby, what do? We send a baby announcement. Like we brag on ourselves for birthing a child, right? This is kind of similar vein where like we're birthing a business here. And so yes, Ashley Walmer has been sick, so I'm not sure if they're going to be in there, but typically she'll load the slides up so you can get a screenshot without Aspen's face, which I love Aspen, but just a cleaner screenshot. You could do a post with it, or you could do a story and just talk about how like you are so excited that what you're doing here is helping you be a better version of yourself. Look what I was able to do last month. I'm bragging on myself, you guys. Like I'm doing things here. You know, it's just loud and proud, and just like, that's really it. It doesn't need to be this long thing. Like I always think, oh my gosh, it's got to be like this really long post or like this, all these words, but it really doesn't need to be. It's just invoke the feeling. What did it feel when you could say this. I was on a call last night and my name popped up on the screen. I was recognized for doing this. Like, holy cow, this company is amazing and recognizes everyone, like something like that. Right. But yeah, no, that's something to learn, right? Is to brag on yourself. Like it's totally okay to do that. Yes, Lisa.
And I would just add, like in that bragging, I think there's several people that, like Lisa McAllister and I've talked about this before, that sometimes we see in other businesses. So Siobhan and Glenn are really good at this, but sometimes you see in other businesses, the leader who is constantly saying, the posts are all about, this is me with how much money I made. This is me with all of my different ranks. This is me getting my giant check. This is me. And then come over to me and I will help you achieve the same. But yet we never see any posts of any people they've helped succeed. And if I were sitting on the sideline, I'd want to know, who are these people that you're helping to succeed and what are they earning? because we all know eventually there'll be people towards the top. And I think Glenn and Siobhan and all of us, if we have teams, we can be, by sharing all of this, we can say, hey, not only am I succeeding, but I helped this person succeed and I can help you succeed too. And that's the magic sauce, because not a lot of network marketing companies do that. They instead, because they're not necessarily helping a lot of the quote unquote little guy. They're just, there's a few winners and everyone else is losing. And so we really need to show that message, because that's not the case here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. If you have teams, obviously we shout our teams out, like it's more than just us. If you don't have a team yet, shout out other people in this, right? Like grab a graphic from someone in the Legends chat or the Legacy chat, like someone else's, like share other wins here too. Like, that's great. Like, look, I just joined this team and today alone, all of these people, look at what they're doing. Like, this is a place for everyone. And so that is borrow it until you have it. Like, it's totally cool to do that. Okay, Ashley.
Hello, everybody. I don't see her on the screen right now, but I was going to shout out my newest brand partner, Edie. Edie, are you still there? And if not, Glenn can go first and we can wait for her.
I don't know if, is it Edith?
Yeah.
Edie. I think she stepped away. So let's come back.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Okay. All right, Glenn.
All right. Yeah, I'll just be real quick. So I love what I always say that, and it goes.
You always say that.
All right. But I like what Lisa said about sharing stories, and I learned like very on in network marketing, like this is not the direct selling business. This is the direct sharing business. And if you guys would get sales out of your mind and make it more into about sharing, because trust me, like when I'm prospecting all of my prospects, the first thing that I talk about is people who have been burnt out and have never done network marketing, like Randy and Andrew. I share their story 24/7. I'm like, guys, I'm not the only one making money here. I got people on my team that have never done this before. I also talk about the follow-up game. Like I followed up with Andrew for 10 years. And so I share his story. I'm like, look, like I played the long game, followed up with him for 10 years and look at him crushing this. And going back to when I started in 2012, like I didn't have a weight loss story, but the person who got me in dropped 50 pounds. So all I did on Facebook was share other people's stories, other people's income stories. Then eventually I was able to get that income story. So I think that that's definitely great. One other thing I've been doing since convention, Ray Higdon talked about going for a no. So you guys are about to see a lot of new brand partners joining my team. I've been reaching out to people that I figured would tell me no. I figured they were happy in their current company. And they're like, I haven't really been promoting this for a year. I'm pretty much almost done with network marketing, but I thought they were like superstar rock stars. But I just took the emotion out of the equation and I expect them to tell me no. But I've actually had a lot of people who were industry leaders in the past telling me yes. So guys, quit prejudging people. Talk to anybody and everybody. And you want to talk to the right people. You don't want complainers and all those people on our team, but I would be talking, go for a no. Who cares? I'm trying to get 5 to 10 no's a day. Okay, that should obviously we want to get yeses, guys, but you never know what's going on behind closed doors. And just get your follow game on point, guys. Everybody that you're talking to, make sure you're writing down on a piece of paper. 80% of all yeses happen between the 5th and 12th contact. Like Siobhan said, you got to have resilience. The #1 income earner that I've ever recruited in network marketing, I followed up with them 26 times. So a lot of you guys are probably feeling frustrated. Oh my God, my neighbor told me no. They want to make sure that you're not going to quit, just like everybody else in network marketing, okay? Have you been here 3 months, 9 months, 12 months, been giving it your all? Are you taking the products religiously, eating correctly so you can have your own testimony? They're wanting to see that too. So if you're only sharing stories and not getting your own personal testimony, that's part of it. One other thing that's been working for me, guys, like everybody's looking for the perfect script. Hey, give me a script to send to people. But honestly, what's working, like, hey, and I just say a little bit, like little chit chat, but then I'm leaving voice clips. When they hear the passion in my voice about Bravenly, I've been getting a lot more responses to sending this perfectly good typed out script. Another thing that's been working recently is samples. So I bought a lot of the Rush Extreme, and I've been sampling Rush Extreme and Ignite. And so like, hey, try the Rush Extreme by itself and try it with the Ignite. I had a girl's message, hey, I tried the Rush Extreme and the Ignite together and I feel freaking fantastic. Where do I sign up? So now look, I know that it costs a little bit of money to like send out the samples, but what happens if you get a customer that orders every month for the next 5 years? You're going to make your money back, guys. Like, I know we don't want you guys to spend more money than you have, but trust me, you get samples in their body. Another thing with my current customers, you can go look and see what they've ordered. Hey, I'm saying some good stuff, Michelle, and you're messing me up. So look, you can go in your customer pod and you can see what your people have ordered. So I'm like, okay, they've never ordered Rush Extreme or Ignite. I'm going to send them a sample. They're going to fall in love with it. And then guess what? They're going to order more products. That's something I've been doing that's working better lately. And last thing I'm going to end on, guys, whether you're good at building customers or a team, please make sure that you're checking in on your customers weekly. Like, don't just sell them a product and not check on them and see how they're doing on the products. Because look, if they don't take them correctly and they're not eating right and they're not getting results, you're going to have to go find somebody else. Like, we don't want to be chasing this hamster wheel. So provide good customer service. And same with your team. And you can ask my team. It doesn't matter if you're on my 9th level or my 2nd level. I promise you a minimum of once every 4 or 5 days, you're getting a message from me checking in on you. If you want to keep your team around forever, check in on your team and see how they're doing. So that being said, I'll turn it back over to you, Siobhan.
Yep. Everything that Glenn said. I love it. I always joke that like, I want to see Glenn's desk because he writes all these lists of things down that he wants to talk about. And I just feel like he's got this, like you should just make it into a book. Like I could just see like this thing coming later, like all the Glenn isms, like they're just all there. I just always want to see it. Okay, Kristen. Muted. Oh, no.
Hi, Kristen here. First time to Zoom, for crying out loud. So I want to touch on a couple of things. And I think Randy said it in the chat last week. Randy, I know we don't know each other, but you lit a fire underneath me and you were talking about like how someone said what they said about direct sales and it kind of got you down. And then you were like, you know what, I'm done with it. And you guys, there really is not a perfect thing to say to people. And like everybody's asking for the scripts and stuff. You just got to show up and be yourself. I literally, since conference, has been voice texting people. Like my last person, I think I talked to her in 2019 about my old skincare business. And I just went in and I was just like, hey, like, let me tell you what I have here and I want to share it with you. And then we talked for like 20 minutes and I sent her and her daughter a sample and she's really excited. And so just stop holding yourself back, you guys. If there's anything that you're like, I'm just not doing things, like then you sit back and you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's because I wasn't doing the work. You know what I mean? So you just put the work in and just get out of your own way. And then the other thing that I was doing as well, I do have some business partners that, I mean, I am the same way. I check in with everybody. I just see where I can help. But there's probably 5 or 6 people who joined me in the beginning and, you know, kind of still getting their feet wet because they've done multiple other companies before and a lot of them done health and wellness. So I did go ahead and sample all of those brand partners, the Rush Extreme. And it's been really helpful because, you know, sometimes I don't know people's situation, but this way I got it in their hands. They could taste it. They can see that this is super different, every single person. And you guys, I'm just sending that butterfly stamp on that envelope and it's costing me $1. So it's super easy and everybody loves it. You guys, every single person I'm giving the sample to, like, I'm not joking around. I went to 3 specialist appointments this week. Every single girl at the front desk was like, what is this? I want it. I need it. So I'm turning those customers, but also you guys remember, if someone doesn't order right away, like do the follow-up, just know you're planting the seed and just be kind to yourself and just keep going. That's just all my advice. So thank you guys. And I know that I think Ashley is going to introduce her girls back. So I'm going to jump off real quick, guys. Thank you. Oh, I can't figure out this Zoom. Sorry.
Thank you, Kristen. That was great. And Ashley, I think she is on, so you can introduce her.
Yay, Edie's back. All right, so I just want to welcome Edie to the group. This is her first time on Coffee Chat. She just got her products over the weekend. Super excited for her. She has dabbled in this industry before, but she's been absolutely crushing her workouts since she started using the products. I love my daily updates on what she did with her workouts, and we're like cheering her on. So would just love to hear maybe introduce yourself and share something, what drew you to Bravenly.
It's on the bottom, right, you guys? I feel like
Yeah, I feel like Zoom's being touchy today, though.
yeah.
Oh, close. There we
Okay,
go.
there, can you hear me now? I think I flipped my camera around.
Yeah,
though.
turn your yeah.
Zoom is not my friend. Now, how the heck do I do that? There we go.
It's a learning
Oh.
curve. There you go.
There we go.
I'm used to being on Teams. I think I work full time, so we're starting to convert everything over to Microsoft Teams. So I don't use Zoom very often. But yeah, I recently signed up. I said to Ashley, I said, I'm kind of skeptical to work the business, mainly because I've worked other businesses and, struggled to build a team. And I think my husband kind of got discouraged that I was spending so much money. And then I kind of got discouraged because I wasn't seeing, the weight loss that I wanted to see. But right now I think I'm just focusing on my energy, and I'm enjoying the energy the products are giving me. I gave my first sample out the other day to a coworker. So she was pretty excited about trying. She tried the strawberry drink. So, whenever I see her again, I'll follow up with her again. Hoping that you guys, the company comes out with, I like the idea of the product being in the sticks versus the scoop. So hopefully they come out with that for the extreme in the sticks, because I think it's probably easier to sample that way. Yeah. But that's me in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm, going to take it slow and trying to figure out a way to introduce the business idea to my husband. So wish me luck with that.
You got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
We're happy you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Edie.
And as far as the sticks go, I don't know for sure, but if it's anything like the blue raspberry that was launched, it started in a scoop and now it's in a stick. I think they just do the scoop so that we can get it out and get it in our hands. I'm pretty sure it'll be in a stick pack. I'm like waiting for Balance to be in a stick pack. Anybody else? Like that would be, because why does that one gets all over yourself every single time, even if I put it in a container? I don't know. It's one of those things. I'll do it, but like it would be so nice if a stick pack. Okay, so Ashley Walmer do you have something? Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to share, I got these little, because I noticed a lot of people are saying that. I got these tiny little bags at Hobby Lobby. I don't know where else you find them. They were $2.39 or $2.99 for like 150 of them. So if you open it, of course I usually wash my hands because I'm weird like that. If you open it, you just set the scoop right inside of it. It just goes right inside of it for the extreme. I don't know if that helps anybody or not, but these little guys are a lifesaver. And then put a sticker on them.
Yeah, that's less expensive than the other ones.
Yeah, and I agree with you with the Balance. It goes everywhere. But I don't know if that helps anyone. I just thought I'd throw that in there real quick.
Thank you. Let's put a 1 in the chat if you're in the Dash to Director training. Cool. Okay. If you're not in the Dash to Director training, get in it. There's going to be some more training. Let's see. Tomorrow, Ashley Walmer is going to do something live. It's going to be like how to work a power hour. So make sure you're in that. And it's just really good information that she's been doing. She's like free training for us. It's fantastic. So if you're new, that's where you want to be. And then I actually want to see if Randy, I think you have something that you would like to share with us. And I always want to hear from you. So you got to unmute yourself though first. Still muted. There.
Okay. I don't know how far I can get into this, ladies, but y'all try and bear with me. My beautiful wife started me on Drive yesterday because my hormones have been really crazy and my emotions are out of control, and I'll probably start crying trying to tell you guys this because of all the overwhelming excitement and for this company and the products and the way it's already changed our life and our family's life. You guys all know about the Bravenly Challenge, Breakthrough Challenge, and that was great. But what you probably don't know is that I was stage 2 diabetic for the last 12 years. I've had 6 back surgeries. I've got 13 4-inch scars across my back all over. I have a machine in my back that helps me walk. I've got 3 screws in my right knee, 2 knee surgeries, a knee surgery in my left knee, 44 permanent staples in my shoulder, and I've got a bullet hole in my arm. And because of these products and Glenn Rollins and Andrew De La Rosa taking the time and not taking the no, we're out traveling and enjoying our life. And now our daughter is both our daughter and our daughter-in-law are both brand partners now. Our daughter is going on to she's probably going to hit director this month, and there's probably nothing I can do to stop it, even if I wanted to. You know, our other daughter-in-law, she's just getting started, but she's so excited. She's taking the products. I mean, my granddaughter's 7 years old, and she calls it Grandpa's Cream now. It's not the Bravenly pain relief. It's Grandpa's Cream. So she's 7. She plays soccer, and when her little leg starts hurting, she goes in and asks her mom, can you put some of Grandpa's Cream on there? And so they absolutely love it. Guys, I can't reiterate more that we have something here that is such a total powerful package all the way around, and way that you ladies share with each other and Glenn, and there's no one that can stop anyone in this team except for yourselves. We have, I mean, I'm 56 years old, y'all. I've been all around the world. I've seen all kinds of things, and you have something in your hands that is more precious than gold, and that you have developed friendships with each other right here without ever coming in contact with somebody, and you've changed their life for the better. So you guys go out there. You don't take no for an answer. You take as many no's as it takes to get a yes, because that yes is the pebble that's going to make a difference in the world. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication. Love you.
Love you too, Randy. That was, you got me. You got my husband. Actually, he's sitting behind me at working, and it's that right there, you guys. That is why I ask as many people as possible to join me in this business or to try the products, because that testimony right there, that is what we want everybody on the other side of our ass to feel like, because I hear so many other things, right, that Randy's talking about, like he felt valued and seen, and that he's finally like in a place where he can right? All these emotions that are coming up for him. Why? It's the healing that's happening. Like it's more than just the supplements, you guys. It's more than just like weight loss. It's more than just all of that. And I'm excited to see who you become and who you become when you grow up, Randy, because that person is going to be like an amazing individual. And that's the same with everybody here. And you really got me going at like not even 10 o'clock today, man. Huh. But thank you. I appreciate and I love literally all of you. This is like this team is a blessing. What we have is a blessing. Share it with your whole heart and know that it's going to impact so many people's lives. And so don't be shy about sharing. If nobody has anything else, Glenn, do you have any parting words? No. Oh, what? Look at that. You just wanna say
Randy
one
said it
thing?
all.
Yeah, right.
Mic drop with Randy right there. That was awesome. He sure knows how to make a grown man cry, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, be off on your.
Oh, I do have one parting word.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry. Guys, please, hey, every Monday and Thursday, we're us leaders are doing our best. It's only 20 minutes long to provide these opportunity presentation or why Braven leads for you guys. We have one coming up this Thursday at 7, and Kristen Lopez and Shaban, and we're gonna be having one more speaker speak. These are gold, guys. Like, please get people on there. These are gold, and us leaders would like to see you guys show up with your support. Just make it a goal to get one person. If everybody on your team brought one person to this, imagine what it could do for our business. So guys, let's load these up every Monday and Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. A graphic will come out for that soon. I'll make it today. I'm going to confirm the final person with Glenn after this. And then that's it. We're excited. All right, you guys, have a great day.